Hey, what's up guys? Today I have another import Spider-Man review here for you today. Today we'll be looking at the SH Figuarts Spider-Man black and gold suit, the inside out suit. I like to call it the promo art suit for reasons that you'll understand once we get it cracked open, but obviously you can see right here for the packaging. Standard SH Figuarts right here, nice big promo image right here. More promo stuff here on the side. Yada yada, that's a cool symbol right there, but really nothing on the bottom, nothing on the top. And that's about it for packaging. So go ahead and just crack this thing open, see if it's a good Spider-Man to have or not. Not leaving packaging yet. I did get the one that has the deluxe stand and the whole portal effect thing. So here's what that comes in. You can see it's all rattly in there, but yeah, that looks nice. It's gonna be a pretty dope display. And here we have the promo art Spider-Man out of the packaging. There's some good, there's some bad, but some fixable bad. I don't know, it depends on your preference. Either way, before we get a close look at him, he does come with a bunch of accessories, so let's go ahead and take a look at those first. So this figure has 4 sets of interchangeable hands. First off, in packaging, we have the fisted hands, and then we have some web grabbing hands, along with some flipping hands, and then of course some wall crawling hands. Next, this figure also includes an unmasked Tom Holland head sculpt with an interchangeable neck that, sure enough, if you have the SH Figuarts integrated suit that also released this year, you can go ahead and swap this head onto there with the added neck piece that comes with that figure as well. Next, we have some magic effects, one that shoots out of the gauntlet web thing that Doctor Strange made right here that attaches right here up through the top. And then we also have this like spider web thing that you can switch out for this chest piece on this figure. Again, this wasn't in the movie, aka promo art, but yeah, those look dope too. This being SH Figuarts, it does come with 3 sets of eyes. It has the normal eyes right here, the wider open eyes, and then the kind of closed shutter squinting eyes. We also get some web effects right here. We have some web shooting effects right here, some flipping webs, 2 long ones and 2 short ones. And then we also have 1 long web right here that he can go ahead and grab on. And if you do want to plug this on a stand, it does have an adapter and a tool for it. Now here's the bonus sling ring portal effect display piece that comes with. And I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's plastic. It's kind of just painted on right there. And it does come with these clips right here that you can have on the bottom of it to help it stand up. But it's not too bad if you grab Spider-Man right here. It's okay. I think it's a lot bigger than I anticipated for it to be. But if you want to get some Spider-Man like swinging through here with some different poses, or get Toby or Andrew to run and jump through here, you know, it can make for a cool display. And here are the pieces for the display stand. Taking a look at this first. This is nice. I like this pattern. It was like solicited as originally being gold, but they changed it to blue. I don't know why. It doesn't bother me, but you know, gold would have been better. And then here's the stand as well for the clamp. And it was weird for this one. You had to like model kit, like take apart these plastic bits and like assemble together for the stand. I don't know, it was weird. That's the first time that I've ever had to deal with something like that. And here on the port for the stand, there's 3 of them. There's 1, 2, 3 right here. And this was hard for me to figure out. Shout out to the kid on the live stream who helped me figure this out. I forgot your name. But all you gotta do is just get this and then push down really hard, and then it'll pop through like that. So that's a little weird, but oh, there we go. So you just plop that in right there, and then there's your stand. Now coming back to the figure itself, like I said, there's some good and some bad, but one of the goods is definitely the paint and sculpt on here. Looking at all that detail right there, that is crazy. If I can get it to focus, man, all this inside out suit detail, the gold paint, I think it all works really well. What doesn't work so well is, of course, the red on the forearms. Like I said, this is the promo art Spider-Man, but it wasn't just promo art that featured the red on the suit. You know, there was the behind the scenes look that showed that the suit on set that they used had the red, so they changed it in post, and that just leads me to believe that there was a lot of detail on the forearm that, of course, like SH Figuarts probably isn't going to have to go back and re-sculpt forearms and re-add all. Like, there's a lot of detail there, so I don't think SH Figuarts would have taken it likely to go back and redo it. So that may be why they added the bonus stuff right there. But, you know, it doesn't bother me. You could always just repaint it like I repainted my Legends one. Granted, if I'm going to repaint it, I would either paint this all black or try to find a gold that matches this, because I wouldn't want my gold paint to stick out. But you can just see getting into all that detail right there. It's really nice. I mean, I like it a lot. I was like hoping I would like this figure whenever I saw the first images, like of when it released. I was like, ooh, I'm kind of iffy about it. Should I cancel it? And then it was too late for me to cancel it. I already paid for it, so it was too late. But all this detail in here, it's phenomenal. It's nice. It's not like the painted graphic on the Legends one, but you know what? No one else has given us that, so that's okay. Now, as I said, in the accessory portion, it does have the magic effects. So you can see right here, this outline right here, that there's a piece that you can change right here. The way I do it is I just pop this apart right here, and then I slide this piece out right there. You can see how that comes out right there, just pegs down. And then you get this other piece right here, line up the ports, and boom, then you can pop this back together. And there you go. And like I said, this wasn't in the movie. It was on the promo art, but you know, SH Figuarts, they saw their art, they got their pictures and said, okay, let's make this figure, you know. That's just how it goes. I don't think it looks too bad, though. It looks cool. It's unique. It's different. Like, Spider-Man has a bunch of weird, quacky suits in the movies. Well, not maybe in the movie, but, like, in the comics and everything. So having this just be on your Spider-Verse shelf, or even your MCU shelf, like, I don't think it'll be, like, that jarring to stand. That's why I don't really mind the red forearms, but it's not accurate. You know, it's not, just like the integrated suit that came out before. And if you want an inaccurate Spider-Man, you know, might as well go for that. Now, this being this suit, it does have, of course, like I said earlier, the gauntlet, but it is an interchangeable forearm. It's not just a piece you slide on. So if you see, it'll come right here. I'm going to pull this wrist off right here, and then you're going to slide the forearm out like that. Come around here, clip that in, and bada bing, bada boom. There you go. But again, the running theme with this figure, it's not accurate. He didn't have this on this arm in the movie. He had it on this arm. This is the arm that he had the gauntlet on. And unfortunately, like, you can go ahead and slip this off, but the way it is designed, this forearm is smaller than the normal forearms just because of the way you went and do that. But if you pay attention to my TikTok and you pay attention to my live streams, you'll know that I already modded this. So I went ahead and took an X-Acto knife and I cut away the kind of like barrier that was right here on this front part, and you can see where all that, well, there's that gray right there. I just chipped that away with an X-Acto knife. I essentially made this whole part thicker so that I can go ahead and pull this hand off here and then slip this on to get the peg all the way through, and then bada bing, bada boom, part 2. Now we have the accurate gauntlet on this arm right here. There's tutorials on YouTube from other reviewers on how to do it. I didn't have a Dremel to go all the way through it, but I used the X-Acto knife and it worked out just fine. So if you want to do that, you can do it. Just be cautionary. You just got to get rid of that guard that's usually down right there. You'll know if you see other pictures of the reviewers, or if you have this figure in hand, you'll know what I'm talking about whenever you look through here, and you'll see that piece that isn't there. After putting the gauntlet on this side, I went ahead and just replaced, like, I put the old normal length forearm back on here. So essentially this one is now useless if you decide to make the switch, but you don't have to. But then, of course, as I said earlier, there was the magic effect that comes here. There's a port on top right there. There's a little clip right there. You just kind of just boom, and it just ports in right there. And I think it looks good. I don't think this peg is the most sturdy. I've kind of like pushed it down. You can see kind of right there, there's some tension, not tension, pressure. What is it? I don't know. That white spot there when you bend plastic, that's not really good to have on your figure. So, I don't know. I just be cautious when you're putting this in and pulling it out of the port. But I think it still looks good. Like, that's great. It's not the flipping hand you have right here, but, you know, you can go fight Electro, catch some multiverse men, you know? But I think that looks dope. Last thing, too, just displaying how you can just pull the neck out right here, and then here's the unmasked Tom Holland head sculpt that goes on. It's easy. It's weird, though, the printing on this face, because the front of it, I don't know how well it's going to come off on the camera, but it's like orange, like tan, but then you turn to the side and it fades away. Like, I don't know. That's a little weird for me. It's jarring. It's really noticeable in public. It's like he got a sunburn on the front of his face, but not the rest of his head and his neck. So that's just kind of weird. I kind of just wish that they either painted over the rest of the skin tone with that, or the rest of the skin tone was just like the pale whiteness. So that's a little irritating, but, you know, it's there if you want it. Now, for the articulation, if you have the integrated suit or just any SH Figuarts Spider-Man in general, it shouldn't be anything new for you. The head looks up all the way to the heart. That's good. And it looks down that much, which that was an improvement from the integrated suit. I remember my integrated suit, if you watch my review, I was really irritated that the neck kept clashing up front. This one doesn't do that, so that's dope. Or it's not as bad. Shoulders go out this far. They rotate all the way. There is a butterfly joint that goes that far forward. Not that much back. Bicep swivel, awesome. Double jointed elbows, and then wrists rotate and hinge depending on how you have it configured. For torso, both of them tilt about right there. Not really far at all. What the heck? That's a little strange. It is tight in there too, so you can kind of see it's like, oh geez, I might have to put some shock oil in that. It should not be moving like a bobblehead. That's weird. But crunches forward that far, so that's a lot. You can see the gapping right there, but that's okay. Goes back about that much. Isn't the worst, you know. Spider-Man kicks out that far, not full split. Kicks up here this high. You gotta get the little butt flap thingy that they have. There you go. Kicks up very far. Upper thigh swivel. That is a little tight, little squeaky. Double jointed knees. Yeah, not as good as the Sentinel, of course. And then ankles move down. They move up. They do rotate and turn. There is some ankle pivot and then toe articulation. And for size comparisons, here is the SH Figuarts No Way Home integrated suit and the Spider-Man Far From Home upgraded suit from 2019. He's actually the black and gold suit is actually the shortest out of these three, and this 2019 one, Far From Home one, is getting a re-release with this No Way Home run. So, you know, which three, like, out of the three, which one do you think is the best? I think none of them are 100% accurate, but that's just how it goes. And here we have the Marvel Legends No Way Home black and gold suit and integrated suit. Of course, the black and gold suit is customized by me with that added gold paint covering the red forearms. And you can see, whereas if I was to customize the Figuarts one, I'd have to find a different gold because the gold paint that I use definitely sticks out a lot on this one. Now here we have the Mayfix Far From Home upgraded suit and the Sentinel Miles Morales with the Mayfix Miles Morales jacket. And yeah, there's some shortage right here. It just, seeing the Mayfix Far From Home suit, the upgrade suit, it just makes me a little bit like more excited and anticipated of what Mayfix will do for the black and gold suit. If it's really good, I'll probably buy it. I always buy them. You know, that's just how it goes with me, my movie figures, especially movie Spider-Man figures. But yeah, that's how it goes. And here we have the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and also the Mayfix Amazing Spider-Man 2 Andrew Garfield Spider-Man figure. And yeah, this No Way Home suit is just, this No Way Home Figuarts figure is just way too short for this one. Toby and Tom are about the same height in real life, and yeah, this scale definitely does not work. I mean, you can finick it in some pictures and some display, but in terms of height accuracy, yep, it's not accurate at all. Talk about a lot of mixed feelings and whether it was worth it or buying it or not. I don't know. With what the figure comes with in terms of sculpt, paint, and accessories, especially since I got the deluxe one, I'm happy with my purchase. It wasn't expensive either. I got it for like 75, 78 bucks after my pre-order on Ami hit. So I got it for about a normal Figuarts price. It wasn't anything like expensive with that. Whether you should buy it or not, it's up to you. It is inaccurate. The big thing that saved it for me was that gauntlet, like me being able to modify and put the gauntlet on the right arm. Like, that saved it a lot for me. If I couldn't put the gauntlet on the arm, I probably would sell this figure. I don't know why. The gauntlet, it has to be on the right arm. Can't be on the left for me. And then also the Spider-Man magic web effect, the flipping web effect, it is kind of irritable for me. I feel like the peg is way too thin and it is easily to knock out of the gauntlet itself. But besides those little minor gripes, I like this figure a lot. Like I said, I like the sculpt, paint, accessories. I had a lot of fun taking pictures with this like portal effect and the Toby and Andrew stuff. And it can go with any Spider-Man stuff right there, you know, Into the Spider-Verse, whatever you want. Or you can have it on your Endgame shelf, you know. Doctor Strange stuff that's just how it is, you know. Either way, if you want an inaccurate black and gold suit that's based mostly on promo art, buy this figure. If you can get the bonus accessories with it, even better, because I know that was a limited run or deal in the pre-orders. But either way, if you can deal with the inaccuracies, go for it. I enjoyed this figure. I thought the paint and sculpt was amazing. The sculpt is really amazing. I like taking pictures of it. It looks good. It looks fun. And I will be happy with this figure on my shelf. Now for my rating, I would give it a 9 out of 10, but because I had to modify the stuff and the inaccurate stuff, which I can't hold the inaccuracy against it because I knew that's what it was going to come with. I saw the pictures. I knew what I was buying when I placed my pre-order. So it's just going to have a solid 8 out of 10 for me. That's just how I'm going to see it. And yeah, that's just, it's kind of a mixed bag. But, you know, I'm happy with my purchase. It's fun to pose. It has great display options. And it can articulate. That's all I want out of a Spider-Man figure. If you stuck around this long, thank you guys for watching my review. If you want to keep up with me on other social medias, you can follow my TikTok at Boondocks01 and my Instagram at Daniel_Boone01. If you like the review, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And just let me know if you're gonna pick, let me know down below if you're gonna pick this figure up or if you're gonna wait for Mayfix. I'm sure Mayfix is gonna knock it out of the park if they ever get around to it, but for the time being, between this and the Legends, if you can cough up the money, I prefer this one over the Legends just because there's a lot of fun bonus stuff with this. But either way, that's how it goes. Thank y'all for watching the review. I hope y'all have a great day, week, night, afternoon, weekend, whenever you're watching this, whatever. You have a great rest of your time. Y'all stay safe. Peace.